Thanks once again for dropping by the channel. If you like the content, if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe, share the video if you enjoyed it, felt it was useful. I also have an Instagram page, you can see it right down there. Go on, give that a follow. And let's get into this. So, going off something I talked about last night was the TalkSport interview Eddie Hearn gave. Now, during that time, he said that he'd heard rumours that Tyson Fury had a bad training camp, he wasn't looking great, etc, etc, etc. And he was saying that he was going to go and pick Deontay Wilder to win this fight. It was just based on what he's heard. Now, I discussed all that, made a video of it, there you go, right there. And, that's Tyson Fury. But he's also had a say on Deontay Wilder in which he said that in his opinion, Wilder has no chin. Saying that, obviously he's been knocked down by Klitschko in sparring, he's been hurt by Ortiz. He feels that Fury can knock Deontay Wilder out. Now, my thoughts on Eddie Hearn saying that Deontay Wilder has no chin. I think that's wishful thinking from Eddie Hearn. Because Deontay Wilder, although he's been down once in his career against Harold Scolders, we never seen that knockdown. There's no footage of it. I've heard some people say, I've heard conflicting reports about that knockdown, to be honest with you. I've heard some people say he was seriously hurt, and I've heard other people say, actually no, it was more a balance thing. And it was very similar to, this wasn't a knockdown, but it's very similar to the time he went down against that big fat guy. The big fat guy, the one where his legs kind of come together and he goes down, bit like that. Some people have said it was like that, other people have said that he was seriously hurt. So there's no footage of it, so there's no real way of knowing. But if you look at some fighters who've said they've been dropped by balance shots, like Stavern when he was dropped by, was it Derek Jefferson or Derek Rossi, that's the guy's name, and he said it was a balance shot, footage emerged, was no balance shot, it was legit knockdown. So it's hard to know, but Wilder's taken some decent shots. He took some decent shots from Stavern in the first fight. He rides the shots quite well. Deontay Wilder does, it has to be said. We know he was down against Vladimir Klitschko in sparring. That's been confirmed by people in Team Klitschko. It's been confirmed by John Banks. Johnny Nelson said it as well, but Johnny Nelson, take what he says with a pinch of salt, Johnny Nelson said he got dropped by a body shot. Klitschko never throws body shots, so I seriously doubt that very much. But I do believe that Wilder was dropped by Klitschko, definitely. I think it's pretty much confirmed now that he's been dropped by Klitschko in sparring. So, I'm not saying he has an iron jaw or anything like that, no, but he's not got a bad chin. And the shots he took against Ortiz were good shots, very good shots. And yeah, he was given extra time, but the fact he didn't go down, like if he had such a poor chin, he would have went down for some of them shots. And personally, I think that this is just wishful thinking from Eddie Hearn. I think he really wants Deontay Wilder to get knocked out. I mean, I can imagine if Deontay Wilder gets stopped by Tyson Fury, Hearn's reaction will be something similar to... something similar to that, basically. Eddie Hearn will be pretty pleased, I'm assuming, if Deontay Wilder gets stopped or knocked out by Tyson Fury. Even if he gets dropped. Even if Deontay Wilder wins this fight, but he gets dropped by Tyson Fury, I think Eddie Hearn will be frosting at the mouth at the thought of getting AJ in there with him. But in terms of Wilder's chin, look, he's been in there with guys who can hit hard, would you say on the level of an Anthony Joshua? I would say, well, put it like this, there are several interviews with people who've sparred Anthony Joshua and Luis Ortiz, and they've said, I can't remember one of the guys' names, it was a heavyweight, I think it might have been a cruiserweight, but he said he sparred Wilder, Joshua and Luis Ortiz, and he said Wilder number one by a long distance, Ortiz second, Joshua third in terms of power. So if you can take, and although Ortiz never, I don't think, caught him with full power, really full power, if you take Ortiz's power, I'm sure he can, his chin's not that bad, put it like that. So I think it could be just wishful thinking on the part of Eddie Hearn to, hope that Deontay Wilder gets stopped by Tyson Fury. Eddie Hearn, I'm sure, will be pulling for Tyson Fury to win this fight, but as he said, judging by the rumours he's heard, in training camp, like I said, who knows? Who knows? Rumours are rumours at the end of the day, So, it's a quick little video. Those are my thoughts on this. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, of course, if you are new. And as always, I will talk to you after.